From desperation,
There's people that really don't need food stamps. There's people that need jobs, training.
to innovation.
I thought if we came down here without and just offered people the incentive not to walk, we could make money.
Can a shadow economy lead the way out of economic despair? Tonight, a man who made his own job tells you how it's done. Family. Then there's the story of a Canadian Adam Humphreys, who noticed a steady demand for photocopying services outside New York's Chinese consulate. So he took a moving van, plugged a printer into a cigarette lighter, parked it outside, and started running off visa forms. Business, we're told, is booming. Alex is standing by. He's going to tell us more about how he did it when we return right after this break. Stick around for that. Okay, welcome back to the show. We had to take a deep breath there as we sorted out a bit of a technical issue. What we're talking about tonight is something called the shadow economy. And it's how people who didn't have a job are finding ways to not only survive but succeed in a brutal economy. One of those people is Adam Humphreys. One thing he learned, a way to make it in the Big Apple, and that's where he is tonight. Adam, thanks for talking to us, and I'm glad we worked out our bugs here so we can connect with each other. So tell us, I'm fascinated by your story. You're somebody who went to the Chinese consulate, noticed that there was a need for something as simple as photocopying services, and pick up the story from us there. Where did you figure out here that you saw a business opportunity?
Okay, it's not photocopying services. The Chinese embassy requires that you fill out a form via a program called Acrobat Reader or Preview if you have a Mac,
right.
And they will not allow you to fill out the forms in the embassy, or sorry, it's a consulate themselves. So we have a lot of people, including myself, when I tried to go to China, who are turned around at the consulate and sent to the nearest internet cafe, which is a considerable walk. My company provides printing and consulting services for people who are having visa problems at the Chinese consulate.
So, but you just walked in there. I mean, you walked a mile in those shoes, as you mentioned. I mean, other people would have just, got the documentation they needed, brought it back to the consulate, and moved on. Why did you stop and say, hold on a second, I see a business opportunity?
Oh, I don't know. Do you because I'm so sort of hard done by or something? I don't know. It just seemed like a way we could make money, and it was fun. We have both Steve and I, my partner, who's not on right now. We work freelance, so our jobs are they come and go, and we thought that we could help people out at the same time and try out a little business. It's been a lot of fun so far.
So tell me how it's going. How's business?
Business is great. Chinese New Year is a very busy time, like a global migration of people into China and from China into other parts of China. As well, you've got people in the United States who have they're needing to get to China to visit their relatives over their holidays. So it's a very busy time for travel, and the consulate is constantly busy, and it's a good time for Lucky Dragon.
Well, what we're looking at here is the broader issue of what people are calling the ingenuity economy. And it's just figuring something out, looking and finding a need and filling it. Other people are waiting for, the governments to give them a check, or for big corporations to finally start rehiring people. Whereas you're the example of someone who didn't wait for a solution. You made your own solution. So what have you learned from your own experience? And are you starting to think of ways you can even expand what you've done?
Absolutely, we intend to expand as a business. I guess what I've learned is that so far that if you can fabricate an excuse to take people's money away from them, they'll generally thank you for it.
Because you've come up with a convenience for them, right?
Exactly, yeah. People don't want to walk and stuff. So, I mean, we're just learning to be more competitive in this global economy.
Well, you're doing it one job at a time, and you're an example of what now people say is going to be the fastest growing segment of this economy, not only in North America, but overseas as well. Adam, continued success with it, and thanks for talking to us tonight.
Thanks, Mark. Have a good one.
You too.